Okay YouTube, welcome back to the channel. In this episode we're doing a bit of carbon fibre composite machining. This is for a customer called Mark Donnelly, who runs Donnelly Racing. He's currently competing, well say currently, not during lockdown, but as soon as it's off he'll be back in competing Time Attack series. He has been competing that for a good few years now, and he's been very successful in it. He uses a Mark III Escort RS Turbo with, it's been heavily modified. He's had it for some silly amount of years. I think it's 10 plus years he's owned it, so he knows it like the back of his hand. But it's currently running a big spec engine, heavily influenced by Will Pedley Racing, Z-Tech 2 litre turbo, and he wants to just he's changed a lot of the switchgear on the inside of the car. So he said he was going to send me some templates, and let's have a look what he sent me. Please do not bend. It's very important, that. Yeah. He's been very artistic with this anyway, fair play to him. I don't know if you can get a good view of that. So it's got a thing black to be engraved. Yeah, it looks pretty straightforward. We'll get this nice steering column mount there. All different anti-lag settings, traction control, different maps. Needs to be very thorough. But yeah, so I think what I'm going to do is get these CAD'd up. He's also included the weave direction. So just little touches like that are good, you know, attention to detail. So when it gets installed into the car, it's got the same orientation as any other existing carbon fibre that's in it. But no, I'm going to really enjoy this. I'm looking forward to it. So, without further ado, we'll get the computer fired up and get a brew and start drawing this up. So, enjoy. Right, I think the design's finally done. This has not been without its issues though. What I thought would have been a simple job has turned into a little bit of a nightmare. I don't know if you've seen on the videos you've just seen, but if the keen eye watching it would have noticed that this panel isn't symmetrical at all. When I was drawing off the templates that I was given and I scanned them, I sort of assumed that they were a little bit inaccurate. So when I drew one side, I just mirrored it to the other side, assuming it would be accurate, but it wasn't anywhere near. So I gave Mark a quick phone call just to say, like, I'm drawing your template and it's not symmetrical at all. And he said, no, that's correct, because the housing's already been fabricated and that's not completely true. So the panel going in it's got to be shaped around that as opposed to being symmetrical. I was like, right, okay. So the video you've seen was me literally just tracing around the template exactly as is. So if it doesn't fit, it's not my fault. But we got that sorted, and it's looking really good. I had a little bit of a nightmare with this text. I just said, would you want me to put like a logo at the top of your racing team emblem? Yeah, that'd be pretty tidy, he said. So first of all, I had to try tracing the logo, and that was just too small. It won't engrave, it's just too tiny. So then we started trying another route, and he showed me this text, and then a couple of messages again afterwards. So I'm thinking about 20 odd. By this time, I'd pretty much lost the will to live. But I said, I'll do one more message. And I said, right, what do you think of this design? And he said, yep, we'll go with that. And I was like, oh, thank God for that. So put the razor blade back down and thought, right, I'll crack on. So I've done the CNC program, which you're going to see. Then after you've seen that little video of me doing the program, I'll be putting the carbon on the CNC bed and setting the machine up, and we can start actually engraving this. So I'm really, really excited. I think it's going to look really good, especially where you've got the dials. I think this text, I think it's just going to look really nice. It's going to be quite intricate trying to get the paint to flow in this, because this is really small text. I think this is I think it's 3mm height text, so it's really small. But I think I'll just take my time with it and just see how neat I can get it. But if it goes the way I want it to go, it's going to look the nuts. So yeah, enough talking and blabbering on. Let's crack on. All right, then, enjoy. So I've just finished machining the other panel. That's turned out a treat. So what I've got to do now is get this one set up, which is the final panel and the two small panels. So let's get this one going, eh? Let's crack on. I've just used some automotive paint and a V-bit and just fed in the paint into the engravings, and I've just gone over it now with another layer. But it's going to take 2 coatings because this paint does tend to sink when it's curing. So we'll leave this now overnight, come back to it tomorrow, just see if any of it has sunk, and just give another application if we need to. But no, it's really gathering momentum now. This is, so it's not much longer, and I think it's ready for a top coat. So we'll come back to it tomorrow. could say a few moments later, but it was a little bit longer than that. But now these are ready for getting some top coat on them, just to give a bit of a degreaser, make sure there's nothing, no contaminants on the surface. Then just going to put it straight into my little spray booth. Then we'll just put a nice good layer of top coat on that, which will give it a really nice shine and a lot of protection. Then we can give it a good polish, and it's ready to send out. It'll be another job done. So let's get some top coat on it, give it a polish, and see how it turns out. Finally done. That's another job done and dusted. These have turned out really nice. Got a fantastic finish on them now with a top coat and a nice polish to give it a really deep shine. But yeah, just the result I was looking for. So I hope you've learned a bit from this this video and what's involved in making these. Just emphasise how they are completely custom made to whatever the customer wants, to complete to their specifications. It's not like a template I'm using then modifying it. It's all done from scratch each time. So it's basically that gives the customer free reign, and they can just pick and choose as from what they want on these plates. But no, thanks very much for watching. If you do like the content, please subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon as well for some notifications when I do upload content. And I'll be seeing you in the next video. So enjoy the outro and stay safe. Ta-ra.